All right, good morning, top of the morning to you. I saw this picture from another YouTuber and I thought I'd share and comment on it. And I left my comment on that on their page, but I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on my own opinions and thoughts, and that's what they are, opinions and thoughts. I think about when I see this picture you're looking at says person of the year. I think to myself, really, person of the year, a leadership, a person that's in a leadership role that has taken his country to war over what? Joining NATO? Really? You were doing fine before that. And there's always more to the story than we understand, right? I think many of us are scratching our heads thinking, why are we pushing so much for this war? Why are we involved in this war? What do we have invested that we have to stay in the fight with them and support them in that manner? I don't understand that. I think many of us are asking that $1 million question, why? Why are we involved? When we're coming out of this zombie recession, and you know what I mean by the zombie virus, we're barely getting out of this whole thing. And that's not to even say we're in the clear. They're already predicting recession for 2023. So that sounds fun. Who do you think is going to pay for this when this thing is said and done, right? Whether it goes to the extreme WW3 to the extreme measure of nuke bombs or nuclear war, I should say, right? Why are we involved? I don't understand that. But think about this: when it's said and done, it's going to take that country millions, if not billions, of dollars to rebuild their economy, their structure, their living, their water systems, their electrical units. I mean, it's going to take lots of years on end after this is done. However it ends, if it ends on a peaceful note, if we just go full blown fight to the death, and we're probably going to get involved. And you know, I'd be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me, I should say, if we turn on the news. I'd say radio, but most of us listen to the internet, if not TV, that Russia has attacked us in some way or fashion, right? I mean, we've been involved enough to not. It's clear that we are in the fight. Maybe not physically over there, but war is never pretty, right? It's never cut and dry. It's never black and white. Let me take a sip of coffee here. So I reflect on this. Why are we involved? What are we gaining out of this fight? I mean, what resources does Ukraine have that we want? And why is Russia fighting so hard to allow Ukraine to join NATO? I mean, it's obvious, right? They don't want NATO on their border. It's invading their territory area, and they feel threatened by that. Would we feel threatened if Russia wanted to, put some of their nukes in Cuba? Of course. In Canada, Mexico. I mean, it's common sense, right? But everyone's going to pay for this on all sides. Even if China doesn't get involved, with us involved in this Ukraine fiasco with Russia, and it just continues to escalate, we are going to pay the price for it. We are going to pay for the cost of the after effects when everything is said and done. When we're barely struggling as Americans, we're going to end up paying the cost to rebuild that country that's going to take from us. And Americans are tired of it. Americans are worn out. We're like, we don't even want to be involved in this mess. But here we are, right? So that is the $1 million question, or I should say $1 billion question, is why are we involved? Why don't we just say, you know what, fuck it. We're out. You guys figure it out. You need to make amends with Russia so y'all can rebuild, because your country is fucked up. And I'm sorry to say that. There is nothing, I don't think any Americans want to move to Ukraine. There's nothing that we are saying, oh, I can't wait to go to Ukraine. Can't wait to take a vacation there. And you want to know why people want to come to this country to escape poverty, to escape war. And then when they get here, they want to change it or make it like it was back home. And slowly, little by little, this country is just tearing apart. It's ripping at the seams. I hope that I live long enough to see things change, but I don't think it'll be the same America for my grandkids when they become adults. So anyway, man of the year, huh? That's what it takes, huh? to be man of the year. This guy should be ashamed of himself. The thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of, damages and lost life that has happened because he refuses to make peace. He refuses to say, look, America, NATO, get the fuck out of this fight. My country's fucked up. My people are dying. You can't rule a kingdom if there's no kingdom. Adios.